Hey Planet Earth, my name is Rod. I'm a U.S. Army Artillery veteran of 6 years. I made a video about this hotel that I'm at again 2 weeks ago and it was $15, but now it is around $26 per night. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the receipt that I have in my email for proof because in my original video, people didn't seem to believe me, which I don't understand why I would lie about the price of a hotel. Alright, so I'm in my email right now, and this is a receipt from Agoda, Cocotel Cebu City, and it's dated for the 31st of July to August 5th. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so you guys can see the exact price that I paid. And here we go. So it's around 130 USD for everything. That comes out to around $26 per night. So now you guys know I'm not making this up, okay? Just check Agoda, check booking, shop around. Don't just go off the price that you see on Google Maps. So one of my favorite things about Cocotel is that they do have umbrellas for you to use. Every room has 2 umbrellas, and honestly an umbrella is kind of a necessity when you're out in East Asia just because of sunlight. Like right there, it's around 4 p.m. right now of this recording and it's blazing hot outside, and also the storms that are pretty frequent. You just never know, and it's also rainy season out in East Asia. So the difference between this room and the other room that I stayed at beforehand, even though they're both double rooms, is that this bathroom is slightly larger and the actual bedroom area is a little bit smaller, but for some reason I do prefer a bigger bathroom. And of course, every Cocotel that I've stayed at has this sign right above the toilet. So it says, do not smoke, do not throw trash in the toilet, do not step on the toilet seat. I don't know who's doing that. And do not write on the wall. All right, so right here we have a little medicine shelf and just holder for a toothbrush and all your other toiletries. And then one thing that I like about Cocotel is that their sink clog system is much better than Hop-In. Every Hop-In I've stayed at doesn't have an actual like working sink clog. So I'll just give you guys an example. So that water is not going anywhere. So the reason why I like this so much is that I like having some hot water in the sink, and it's, you know, good for shaving. When I was in the Hop-In, I couldn't really get any hot water to stay in the sink. It just kept draining down. So if you're like me and you have like a nice beard and you want to trim it up, honestly, Cocotel is better and it's more shave friendly. All right, so I'm on the floor now to show you guys this hair dryer. Every Cocotel comes with a Philips blow dryer, and honestly this is brand new, so I really appreciate that they do have this. I don't really use hair dryers that much, but I know in Asia they're kind of a necessity for people, so just make sure to blow your hair before you go to sleep if you need to. Another thing that I really like about Cocotel is that they all come with this green tea right here, and if you ever need any refills, you could just go down to the reception area and ask for more. Here's a pro tip for my men with beards shaving on the road, right? If your room comes with a kettle, go ahead and grab that kettle, throw some water in there, heat it up, and then grab the mug, right? Put the hot water in the mug, and then bang, you have the hot water that you need to shave. And then afterwards, go ahead and get some soap from the bathroom and clean out the mug, and you're good to go. Another thing that I like about Cocotel, right, is that they're really trying to fight against plastic bottle use. So each room comes standard with these 2 glass jugs that you can fill up with at the water fountain on each floor. I really appreciate that they have this. Another plus about Cocotel, right, is that they come with mini fridges. And Hop-In, they don't have any mini fridges, right? So even though that the Hop-In in Cebu City might be better located next to ILS Center malls, this hotel, this Cocotel, to me is way more suited for family travel and just for business travel. Another perk that makes Cocotel a better franchise than Hop-In is that they all come with smart TVs, right? So this is a Toshiba, okay? It comes with Netflix and YouTube already on there. And Hop-In, every location that I've been to, they don't even have smart TVs. And in 2025, I think that's a drawback for a hotel franchise. I know they can afford it in Hop-In. So this is a real big plus for Cocotel. Another perk that Cocotel has over Hop-In is that on each side of the bed, they have these tiny black night lights. In Hop-In, they have not necessarily a night light, it's just some desk light and then the main room light. So it's super bright all the time. You can't find a midpoint. So as we can see here, we could turn this light all the way down right there. So it's completely out of your face, out of the way. It's really good for reading and stuff like that. And you turn it off just like this. Bam. I really appreciate this light right here because compared to Hop-In, it's like either your eyes are blasting with light or you're just going complete darkness. So this middle ground that Cocotel has right here, I mean, honestly, it's just so much better than Hop-In. Here's the safe, right? And this safe actually is much better than the ones that I saw in Hop-In. The Hop-In safes were a little bit older. They look like models that could have been like 15 years old. This one is a brand spanking new safe, and I really appreciate that. Every Cocotel comes standard with a tissue box. I mean, that's incredible. Also, this Cocotel in Cebu City has a much better view than Hop-In. Even though the Hop-In has a view of like that area over there, which is kind of like a uppity area of Cebu City, I'd rather prefer this view. It just gives a much better view of this intersection right here, and then the Jollibee right there too. Also, I can't stress enough that the internet, the Wi-Fi in Coco Hotel is significantly faster than Hop-In Wi-Fi. And I was just a little bit worried because I wanted to stay somewhere that had good internet. When I was staying at Hop-In, my Wi-Fi, my internet went out every 10 minutes to 15 minutes, and it was a little bit annoying. So I can't stress enough, if you're coming to Cebu City, I recommend this Coco Hotel over Hop-In, just to be real, all right? I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you again. Take care.